Welcome back to Starving Artist Courses, your all-in-one online music education resource. This is week 4, the final video in the Intro to Electric Guitar series. If you missed last week's video where we talked about the C chord and the G7 chord, make sure to go back, watch that video, because we're going to kind of elaborate on how to incorporate some other chords into that and make a chord progression. This week we're going to talk about the minor scale. We're going to talk about A minor scale, the A natural minor scale. And we're going to talk about 2 chords, A minor and E minor. If you remember back to last week where we had the C major chord, and we related that back to the C major scale, we had the C, which was the root, we had E, which was the 3rd, and we had G, which was our 5th. Played them together and we have our C major chord. With the natural minor scale, since we've lowered the 3rd, the 6th, and the 7th scale degrees, really all that's changing with the C major chord is that our E is becoming E flat. So our root is C, our E flat is our 3rd, and G is our 5th. So when we play those together, we get this darker sound. So with the E, C major, and with the E flat, C minor. So we're going to start learning some easier minor chords to play, because C minor is a little tougher. So our first minor chord we're going to learn is A minor. We have the root is A, the 3rd is C, and the 5th is E. On guitar, we're going to double some of those notes. So we're going to play A, we're going to play E, which is the 2nd fret on the D string. Then we're going to play A again, which is the 2nd fret on the G string. We're going to play C, which is the 1st fret on the B string. And then we're going to play E again, which is our bottom string. So basically we're strumming this from the 5th string down. The top string is also E, but generally what we would do if we played all 6 strings, it would sound a little weird, and that would be a slash chord. So really we want to practice it going from the 5th string down. With E minor, our root is E, our 3rd is G, and our 5th is B. So on guitar, we're going to have our middle finger on the 2nd fret on the A string, and then our ring finger on the 2nd fret on the D string. And then when we're playing it, we're playing the open E string, we're playing the A string, which is our B, the D string, which is our E again, and then the open G, open B, and then open high E. So we play all 6, and then we have our E minor chord. A simple chord progression you can do is the verse from Bill Withers' Ain't No Sunshine. You really just want to work on keeping the fingers up. It's really important with chords is to keep those fingertips up. So if you keep them too flat, your fingers are going to touch the other strings and your chord's not going to ring fully, especially with these open chords because you're using all the open strings when you're playing them. Now we're going to combine our major chords with the minor chords, and we're going to play a little chord progression. So we're going to start with C, then we're going to go to E minor, then we're going to go to A minor, and then we're going to go to G7. So what we want to work on, is keeping our fingertips up and also keeping a tempo between these chords. So what we want to try to do is count to 4 for each of them. So we're going to go 2, 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4, G7, 2, 3, 4, and then start back over. 2, 3, 4, E minor, A minor, and G7. And you'd really want to keep counting that and playing that as much as you can until you feel really comfortable with that chord progression. That wraps up this week's lesson. For homework, make sure you practice those 4 chords with a metronome, keeping a slow tempo, counting to 4 beats in between each of the chords, making sure you're keeping your fingers up with each of the chords, making sure you're hitting the right strings when you're strumming. Stay tuned to Starving Artist Courses. Next month we're going to be learning music through songs. It's going to be awesome. And if you want to become a community member, make sure to go over to starvingartistcourses.com/VIP. There we have a community where you can connect with other artists. You can also have one-on-one time with our instructors. It's great. Make sure to go sign up. That's it for this week. So like, subscribe, ding the bell. We'll see you next time.